All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right, this part two. Because that video was long. I had to cut that video out because, like, what? I've never made an hour-long video. And I see some people that have, like, 2-hour videos on here. I'm like, bro, I'm not sitting no 2 hours watching that shit. I'm sorry, no disrespect. I had to really, really, really be into or interested in what you get ready to talk about. And a lot of times, my attention span not that damn long. I don't think you're going to get me for an hour. You feel what I'm saying? Like, maybe 2, you lucky because it's a movie, depending on what it is. But, yeah, no. Like, I'm always. So I'm working on my own door. You know what I'm saying? I actually have some say ADHD, but it's ADD, attention deficit disorder, meaning I struggle with focusing for long periods of time. And people say that once you are diagnosed with disorders that you have them forever or whatever. Like, no, it's just categorizing of how you function. You have to learn yourself and know yourself to know how you function and what functions or works for you. Right? Like once you learn the type of ADHD or ADD you have or you've developed from like overworking a certain portion or part of your brain functions differently, right? Because it went into like hyperload, right? And hyperload is not a bad thing, in fact. It's really not. Because it can be looked at as a positive thing or a positive thing or a negative thing, or it's really not a bad thing, right? Your brain basically said like we need more space. We have to condense what's here so that we can add more space, or we have to dump, right? We have to purge what is here to make more space for the new information that needs to come in because the information that is currently here is no longer good. It's almost like an upgrade or update when you get it on your phone. Your brain goes through those processes and so it purges its systems, right? It purges its thought processes and behaviors. It purges its memories. It purges its core concepts. It purges its just foundational pieces that thought it started to grow, like they started to burn out basically. Like when you think about a root, right, and the plant begins to go through root rot, right? Like the root begins to turn black when that root is no longer viable and it's not absorbing any water or taking in air. It's too either the surface or whatever is in is not deep enough for it or not, it's not nurturing to it anymore. It starts to kill itself off so that it can survive, right? And so when it starts to kill itself off, it's killing itself off in a sense that I need to exert positive energy to the areas that is actually growing so that I can relinquish this line because it's not this pathway is no longer viable, right? It's not strong enough to withstand or withstand or what's the word? Maintain. Thank you. Maintain its environment. Like it's not thriving in that environment. Like something is off the acid. It could be acid. It could be a buildup of just negative energy. And like the thing is, plants are literally life, right? We were plant people, like we were herbivores. We come from the earth. We eat of the earth. Adam and Eve ate of the earth. That was the sin. The sin was that they ate meat. They ate the blood. We're not supposed to ingest blood. Like what the we vampires now? Like my bad, because it's not funny, but real shit. Are we vampires? We're eating blood. And I know I'm saying this and I'm hypocritical as fuck because I'm being real. Because I love me a good piece of chicken. Actually, I don't really eat chicken, but I love me a good piece of fish. I love me a good piece of fish. Ooh, I love a good piece of fish. Like a good piece of fish. You know what I'm saying? I ain't banging too much with no show animals, I leave them alone. They're the scavengers. They clean the muck of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna mess with y'all too much. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Shrimp are pretty good. However, at the same time, like yeah, I don't like too many of them. It's yeah. No, you're not really supposed to ingest shrimp or any type of shellfish. Really, it's not good for you. It's like putting poison on top of poison because your system is already poisoned from the things that we eat because we eat a lot of processed stuff. Like the food that we eat in these markets nowadays is trash. It's nasty. I just being honest. Lord, forgive me for being honest, but this food is nasty compared to what I remember eating growing up. Like homegrown or farmed food, like real farmed food. It tastes, this food now tastes different. It tastes totally different from what I remember growing up. Like even our chicken is like on steroids. Cause I've never seen a piece of chicken that big before. Like, cause chickens have little legs. Like, look at the chicken's legs. Like, do this. Look at the chicken's legs. A real chicken's legs are really not that big. You know what I'm saying? Even like their wings. And like, I don't know. I mean, you can have a nice fat little chicken, but I'm just saying these chicken wings that I be saying like, whoa, what? I don't even like buying chicken anymore. My son's like, "Mom, let's get chicken." I'm like, okay, whatever. So anyway, I digress because I be having the moments like that. That is like how my ADD kicks in because I'll go off on a tangent, and I definitely just went on a tangent on camera. But I always come back full circle. Real shit. I do because I'm honest with myself. I'm real with the fact that I'm human. We all have ticks and triggers to some degree. It's just a matter of how much you really pay attention to them, how much you really pay attention to yourself, right? How much are you really being accountable for? Like whatever you give out into the atmosphere is what comes back to you. So like a star, like when you think about the Merkaba, right? The human that's in the middle, what a star glows. There we go. A star glows. And and it glows because of how hot it is. Right? And the hotter it gets, especially after taking all this stuff into it, like because like it builds up all this crust. Because sometimes that's how planets are born too. Planets are born of stars too. That's a true fact. Sometimes. I was yeah. I was like, they was like, yeah, no, shut the fuck up. Okay, my bad. My bad. Okay. I don't want no beef. I apologize. I'm sorry. So uh, I channel messages, right? So um and it's also more like it kind of puts you in mind of like split personality disorder. But I'm very sane. I know what the fuck I'm talking about, what's going on. I'm very conscious, alert, and aware of everything that goes on around me. However, I channel messages from different just places. Your thoughts are not just your thoughts sometimes when you are spiritually endowed or when you are clair is it clairvoyant or claircognizant? I was going to say clairvoyant. That was the first thing that came to mind, but then I thought of claircognizant because it's your thoughts, right? Because I definitely say your thoughts. Claircognizant means that you are aware of your thoughts and the thoughts that are around you or the energy that is around you, right? It is awareness of the mental boundary that is around you because you are, like I say, you're more a multi-dimensional being, right? So your mental capacity, how well you're able to control your mind, is a part of like your conscious awareness, right? How are you able to like do what you think that you or know you want to do, like what you made up in your mind, right? A part of your determination, your like when you think back to that movie Inside Out when Riley and the new little emotions and feelings came in and then the little anxiety just kept going. That pretty much was me. That little fucking girl. I was like, yo, this movie is so fucking relevant, so important. Like, bro, what the fuck? What are you showing me right now? Like, oh my gosh. Like, I was having a moment in that damn movie watching that movie. Like, oh my god. Like, what? It was a good movie. I was so into that shit. Like, bro, oh my god, somebody really know what I was going through. Somebody like thought of actually like every movie that you watch comes from somewhere. It comes from a thought. It comes from an experience. It comes from something that somebody experienced, something that somebody went through, right? Or they talked to somebody that went through an experience, or was connected to somebody that went through an experience, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's all a matter of how people tap into their creativity. Your creativity is how you relay or express that message to the world, right? So that was a very, very in-depth movie, but it was put on the perspective of that of a kid for a kid to understand, or a parent, or just anybody to watch the movie to understand how it works. You know what I'm saying? How your mind, how your brain actually works. Your feelings and your emotions are attached to your thoughts, right? And when your emotions are not balanced, you have episodes like the little girl. The little girl tried to run away from home. She made a conscious decision based off of partial emotion. Like she acted out of emotion. She got angry at her parents because she had to move to a whole new city, had to learn a whole new thing, and then her her feelings got in the way of her thought process and her peace, which was joy, because she allowed her feelings to overload her, right? And they got into a little tiff, and she tried to fix it, and she realized it wasn't that she could fix it by herself. She had to have imagination, bing bong. She had to be creative, right? She had to find a way to fix what was wrong. She had to find a way to feel again. She had to find a way to think again, to know again, to reconnect to society, to the world. And I'm still learning how to reconnect because, like, social cueing to some degree, eh, I feel it differently now versus how I guess you say, normal person would feel it. I feel it beyond just what I see or what I perceive or know. I feel it like emotionally. I feel the weight of it. I understand it. My awareness about it. My that in itself is enough. God damn. Like my brain, it felt like my brain exploded in my head, and it was just a mess inside. And I had to go back and fix all the pieces, like find all the little pieces like a puzzle and put it back together. And it's like, oh, I'm getting a different picture than what I had before. What is this? Oh, this is the picture. Oh, wait, it's clear. So everything that happened to me had to happen. Oh, I got an upgrade? Because I don't look at it in a negative. When you look at it in a negative, you be like, oh, I had a breakdown. My brain broke. And I went through depression. And I went through sadness. And I went through the fear and pain. And I went through hurt. And I went through turmoil. Like, shit, that shit real. But when you woe is me about it, and you gotta go through the stages, because everybody goes through the fucking stages. When you're woe is me about it, you're not moving. You're stagnating yourself. You're standing your own way. You're blocking yourself. You have to grow up. You have to accept everything that you've ever done in your life and be like, all right, I made that mistake. I did that. Yeah, I'm human. I'm real. I don't care what you think of me, because it doesn't matter what you think of me. It's a matter what I think of myself and how I'll choose to represent and present myself. And that is why I say I feel like I need to KO, because I did not represent myself how I really should have. Even though I wanted to, I knew better. You know what I'm saying? I knew better than to just like go off on the phone like that. Like that didn't mean right now. I was so over it. Not it just because like the thing is like even though even the other oh I'm really getting put her in this shit. I shouldn't even be talking about this shit for real. I never mind. I'm just saying fact. I shouldn't even be saying this online because I'm definitely posting these videos because these are like the best videos I've had in like ever. Like real shit. Oh, I'm tired here. I'm not tired. I I am releasing on camera. That's crazy. Like I'm releasing years of weight, just telling my little story, my own little way. Uh, but I'm unpacking because this is my spiritual healing journey. Yes, that's the name of my page. Learn something. This is my spiritual healing journey. Yay! Oh, I'm about to put that on there. Make sure I fix that. I'll make sure I fix that because I've been making videos for this long time and I put all the videos into playlists, but I'm definitely about to go fix that.